Hi, I'm Liliana Vasquez, and today I'm going to teach you about the cell parts and their functions in an animal cell. So to start with, we're going to start with the cell membrane, or the plasma membrane. It's this orange part surrounding all of the cell. It basically protects the cell, controls the entry and exit of molecules. It's a selective process that it goes through. It just gets to decide whichever go through. It also helps the cell communicate with the exterior surroundings. Next is the cytoplasm. The cytoplasm is all of this orange part in the cell, and every single cell has it. It's a jelly-like fluid, mostly composed of water and salt. It gives the cell its shape. That's typically what the cell membrane does, but this one helps as well. Next is the nucleus. The nucleus is this light purple part. The nucleus is the command center of the cell. It duplicates and stores genetic information, makes ribosomes, send commands to ribosomes for protein synthesis and all that good stuff. Next is the nucleolus. That's this dark purple part. The nucleolus lies within the nucleus, and it actually takes up 25% of the nucleus. It's basically made up of just proteins and ribonucleic acids. Next is ribosomes. Ribosomes are these small little dots throughout the whole cell, and it hooks onto the rough ER. Ribosomes are basically in charge of protein synthesis. Next is the rough ER that's surrounding the nucleus. It's normally throughout the entire cell, but is more commonly found around the nucleus and Golgi apparatus. It basically is just in charge of protein synthesis as well. That's why the ribosomes are always around it. Next is the smooth ER. It's this just without the ribosomes. That's the only difference between that and the rough ER. They both break up and produce and store proteins, just that this one doesn't have ribosomes around it. This is the Golgi apparatus. The Golgi apparatus processes and packages proteins and transport them to other parts of the cell or outside the cell. Next is the mitochondria. Those are these colorful pieces over here. Mitochondria is actually the powerhouse of the cell. It converts food we eat into energy that we use. It assists in cell growth, cell system, and cellular death. Next are lysosomes. Lysosomes are these pink pieces over here. They basically break down cellular waste into building blocks. They destroy foreign invaders. They break down hydrogen peroxide or harmful compounds that it sees, like bacteria or old food, stuff like that. Next is the vacuole, this blue bean part looking thing. It stores food, water, and waste, basically. It's just a storage compartment. Next is the microfilament. Those are these green strands throughout the cell. They are the thinnest filaments of the cytoskeleton found in cytoplasm. They also help in cellular movement. Next is the microtubule. They function as routes for organelles to move throughout the cytoplasm. They are similar to conveyor belts. Organelles that use it are mitochondria and chromosomes. They are able to attach to special proteins, basically, that help them stick better to move throughout everything. Next is the intermediate filament. That's the pink strands. They provide mechanical support for the plasma membrane when in contact with other cells. Next is the centrosome. That's this brown little structure over here. It's made up of two centrioles. Its purpose is to organize microtubules and provide structure to the cell. They also help pull apart chromatids during cell division. Next is what else? peroxisome. These break down long chains of fatty acids through beta oxidation. They convert those long chains into medium chains that are then taken to the mitochondria that become broken down into carbon dioxide and water. And last but not least is the chromatins inside the nucleus. Basically, they effectively package DNA into a small volume to fit into the nucleus of the cell. It also protects the DNA structure and sequence. The packaging allows mitosis and meiosis and prevents chromosomes from breaking, as well as controls DNA replication. And that is all for the cell structures, the cell parts and their functions. I hope you learned something new. Thank you.